weekly dog show. This is our second episode. We told you we were coming back, and we will be back this week, next week, and the following week, and right through until the end of the year and next year. Just keep coming back, and we'll keep giving you videos. And for all of you who have watched our first episode and followed us on our social media pages, I would like to say a huge thank you. We really appreciate your support. The response has been absolutely fantastic, and we could never keep a show like this going without you. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's start off our show with a recap of what's been happening in the past week. And it's actually been pretty quiet. No real major stories, not that I can think of. There may have been one or two. I actually think there may have been three. Yes, there definitely has been three. Right, the first one is the government's willingness to spend 32 million rand on a KZN Prime Minister's official residence. Number two is Cyril Ramaphosa, our vice president, possibly getting fired. And then obviously the third one, which everybody knows and it's getting a bit old, is Zuma reshuffling his cabinet yet again. I think for the 11th or the 12th or the 13th time. I'm actually not sure. I've lost count. Right, let's begin with the upgrades to the PM's residence in KZN. The government is allegedly putting aside 32 million rand for upgrades to his official residence. So far, government has spent 1.7 million rand of taxpayers' money, which went towards the following upgrades. A single bathroom that costs just over 500,000 rand. Holy shit! Or at least we hope it is, because for that sort of money, what you would expect is holy shit. A swimming pool which cost 1 million rand, which I'm sure is reasonable due to the fact that this may very well be a fire pool, and those seem to be quite popular now. I'm not entirely sure how much fire pools cost. Fire hydrants are like so 2012. Who wants a fire hydrant anymore? Fire pools, far better. As well as 180,000 rand on electrical light fittings. Understandable. I guess he just wants his house to look lit. Right, moving on. This is obviously just the beginning, and you can rest assured that there is a lot more in the pipeline, because if history has anything to do with it, government likes to spend on officials' houses, and these costs can range anything between, I think, 27 million and 240 million rand. I'm not entirely sure who spent the 240 million rand. I don't know. It can't come to me right now. We'll talk about it later. But it also depends on how much coverage it gets. The more coverage it gets, the less is spent. The less coverage it gets, the more is spent. Economy of the scale. Just works. Right, moving on. Cyril Ramaphosa has been actually is, and maybe next in line to be sacked following the latest cabinet reshuffle. And if you're asking yourself why, I think just think about it like this. Ramaphosa is now that funny Tetris piece that kind of throws the game off, and it doesn't really fit anywhere, whereby you struggle to get that piece in to complicate the line, and time's running out, and this funny little Ramaphosa piece is coming down faster and faster and faster, and you don't really know how to deal with it, so you actually just smash the game and throw it away and say, right, we don't have work, so we don't need him. That's I guess the way it is. We'll be right back with a little more on the cabinet reshuffle. Stay tuned. Right, welcome back. Let's talk about the latest cabinet reshuffle. Now, when Zuma first reshuffled his cabinet, everyone was like, oh my God, this is it. The country is going to the dogs. The rand plummeted, and it was all we could talk about for weeks. And then all died down, and we all thought, okay. He learned his lesson. He won't do that again. He knows that that's quite risky for the country. And, if he did it once, he'll learn. But then it happened again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Just to put it into perspective as to how often Zuma reshuffles his cabinet, I'd like you looking at me, I want you to get up and go to your fridge and look at the back of your milk carton. And whatever the expiry date is on that milk carton, you can rest assured that you'll still be able to drink that milk after the next cabinet reshuffle. It may have just gone off. It will be pretty close. What I'm actually trying to say is next time you turn on the TV and you hear of another cabinet reshuffle, the likelihood of you having to buy another carton of milk is fucking likely. However, this has happened so many times in this administration that I kind of feel that South Africans are now becoming like, it's just Zuma doing it again. Another cabinet reshuffle. I mean, the rand doesn't even move anymore. It's just like, we know. But because the cabinet reshuffles are fully strategic, the president is actually placing the right people in the right positions to further enhance his agenda. And he's clearing the path for all those people who are standing in the way. And unlike the orange ballsack of the United States, it's not criticism that Zuma cares too much about. He actually doesn't even respond to criticism. He's getting rid of all of these people because these people are just pawns in the way of his big checkmate move. And that is Treasury. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. On to our international news recaps. Donald Trump has tried to console a mother of a fallen soldier by saying he knew what he was signing up for, which no one is denying. However, the only person who really seems to be confused about what he signed up for is Donald Trump. Right, on to Spain. Catalonia wants their independence from Spain, and the Spanish government has responded by saying no. Further discussions will continue after their siesta. On to Hollywood now. Harvey Weinstein, a major film producer in Hollywood, has checked himself into rehab for sexual addiction amid shocking revelations of sexual harassment allegations. He is currently being treated for what Trump calls the billionaire effect. And the billionaire effect is where you go around because you got a lot of money, you just start grabbing pussy. It's just, Trump knows all about it. That's just about wraps up our show for this evening. We hope that you enjoyed it. Join us again next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. for some more Dog Show news recaps. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking the subscribe button below. And if you liked our show, please also click the like button. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching.